Alright, just for aggression's sake, I'm gonna try one more. Watch it, this one will be horrifyingly slow. stay in tune like a mofo, and it sounds great. The secret is, when you buy a Floyd Rose, just get the freaking Floyd Rose Special. You don't have to get the fancy pants one. This is like less than $100. You keep your nut on, keep a bone nut in there, or put a bone nut in there like I always do. My guitar guy, someone was asking me who says on my guitars, Rich Lovato. He's in Burbank, California. I don't know if he's taking on new people, but he does all of my stuff. And boy, just think if I could play good, how good this would sound. So, the secret is, what I found out is how I set up the Randy Rhoads Polka Dot V. Is I just bought a Floyd Rose Special. I ordered a Kaler, a standard Kaler locking nut, or lock string thing, because it's not a locking nut. You lock it, it's made to be lock the strings behind the nut. So that way you get the tone. It's warmer. I'm telling you that I can feel it. There's more sustain. So you only got, instead of metal to metal, you got at least a bone nut going there. And I always have the, just like Van Halen, that is a good thing to have your pickup mounted directly to the body. And dense wood, higher output, not dense wood like his first Eddie's. 8.5 is his output on his first pickup. If that's the big secret, and that's how you have to order it from Seymour Duncan. You order a Seymour Duncan custom. They don't sell them. You got to order them, and that's Eddie Van Halen's pickup from the first guitar, because Seymour Duncan wound it. Eddie kept screwing it up. Seymour tried it. He didn't even know this was like an experiment. Seymour melted it, but Eddie liked the way it looked, and that was the one he had in the Franken Geek guitar forever. So and that's just a PAF rewound. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. Most of the higher end pickups have the Alinco magnets or whatever. It's just the winding. How many winds are there? What's the output? So the output on the first Van Halen was 8.5. It's because it was not a dense body. It was a cheap throwaway body, and the neck was the same. Listen, remember, this is the key to getting great guitars. Not money, not gobs of money. You get a good setup, a good bass. This is great wood. This is a great, nice, good. This is a completely bare maple neck, which I love. And you got the nut still involved, so it makes a big difference with tone. And, I can't play worth a crap. That's obvious. But the sound is great. And I'm only running out of 2 amps. And that's what makes it sound big. I've got a 75-watt Viper PV and a 75-watt Line 6. I run it through an overdrive, MXR. Look it. It's a lot easier just showing. So right now, this is it. There's the effects. This is a little Line 6 I got it running through. I can just turn everything off so there's no humming. But that's the lineup right now. And it always stays the same. For this small setup, I use the Zach overdrive. I find that's really good. Then I use this. It's a phase. Then I use the carbon copy, rarely. And then always this for get that big wide stereo sound. Then I run it through this cabinet, and down there is a Johnson cabinet, but it's actually, I'm using that Line 6 head. It's hooked up to one of the speakers in that Johnson because I blew the other one. And all the drums are coming out that Ampeg bass cabinet. So this is a nice little setup. And there's a mixer down there. I'm going to get ready to start mixing this stuff so it sounds better on. Oh, that Black Star amp, that is, I don't know. I'm still out on that. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's a stereo amp, but the problem is so what if it's stereo and it's got all these effects? You're running through 2 3-inch speakers. You're not pushing any air at all. So it doesn't matter how good it still sounds like an AM radio. Just a stereo. It's not even a good boom box because it's 3-inch speakers. There's no, you'd think they would have like a port to get the bass, from the back, but nothing. And I went in and played a half stack to see, well, maybe it's just, no, they don't get it. Their sound is off. I don't know how Gus G gets his. It's probably all effects because the amp itself is crap. But I can say that because I have a 1982 anniversary white Marshall, and that thing is the best amp you can get. It's the best head you can have. Well, amp head for guitars. It's not the best. The best one is almost late. Lives in Glendale. Anyway, so as far as this, and then when I playing the 2 stacks, which is the 100-watt Marshall and the 100-watt Randall, all I do is switch out this for this MXR micro amp. And because I don't need the overdrive. The overdrive is in the amps. That's the mod. The micro amp gives a little more punch and pushes the preamp tubes a little more instead of having to use like EMGs, which I think just sound like crap. You just can't sell me on EMGs, and I got like 7 guitars with them. I want them all out. So if anybody wants EMGs, give me your good pickups, like the Marzios or Seymour Duncans or whatever, and I'll trade you straight across for these EMGs. I'll rip them out all my guitars and give them to you. It's the exact setup that's in all of them, the 84, 86, I don't know what it is. But I've got like 7 guitars. That's a lot of stupid pickups I don't want. So there you go. And that's it. Good night. What is it? Today is Wednesday the 4th of November, 2015. Have a pleasant evening, people. Oh, and remember, my drawing tattoo is falling off, but like I said, social experiment. I want to see what people would do. I went to the store with it. I can see everybody looking at it. It's on the video. I want to see if people at my church are watching the video, because that's why I might be getting some of the looks I'm getting. They should not judge. The first one, none of them should be throwing stones because, you get it? Does anybody read the Bible? He is without sin cast the first stone. Well, they are all sinners, so they can't cast stones at me. I don't know why they do. Even my bishop said, well, maybe they're a little I've had 5 people say people are intimidated by me. Me! I'm a goofball. So I'm 6'4" and 230 pounds. So what? And I got tattoos on me. Ooh, scary. Scary. He's got ink on him. Oh, no. And he used to have long hair and having sex without being married. Oh, my gosh. But I'm back, and I've been a good boy for almost 20 years now. Do I ever get to live this down, or is this continuous? Continual judgment by... Yes, I guess it is. So I need to get out of this area because I ain't getting no headway here. And no head, so I need to get